The AIPAC budget up there in Jamal Bowman's District 16 proved to be fruitful as they successfully beat Jamal Bowman and the new or the former Westchester County executive and now House representative at the federal level. What's his name again?
Latimer?
George Latimer.
Well, he's not. He has to win the general election.
Or he's got to win the general now.
Yeah, but he will. I mean, they'll beat the Republican.
Yeah. But all the AIPAC money worked. So if you live up there and you're wondering what organization looks like and why people get out to early vote and you're upset about what happened and who didn't come to vote, well, look, man, when it comes to I read an article. It was basically like every synagogue in that district, by the time like 8 a.m. had hit yesterday, 80% of the eligible voters had already showed up to vote against Jamal Bowman. Organized, money, taking initiative.
For the record, it was still last time I looked. I don't know where it landed. Last time I looked last night, it was 25,000 votes to 20,000 votes. We're talking about still such small numbers of people.
Yeah.
It's which, by the way, is why I really got to hit AIPAC with the button. I don't know enough about politics to understand how that seat is worth $14 million. On this one issue. I don't get it.
Well, because they're trying to pick apart the quote-unquote squad of AOC, Jamal Bowman, Rashida Tlaib. There's about 6 or 7 of them in there because they, I think, according to the articles I've read, they feel like this faction of voting representatives in the House and the voice that they have in progressive politics is really a thorn in the side of organizations like AIPAC and lobbyists who are, stalled out by progressive politics. Like that's the whole thing.
But I know, but he's still just one person, and like they didn't even bother with AOC, as you said yesterday. They didn't bother with Rashida Tlaib.
Well, I think they probably feel like maybe those people are untouchable.
Yeah, I mean, Jamal was probably the most in question from the beginning, just for where his seat was, and I guess, but
and how new he is. Remember, he's newer than AOC.
Yep.
Was that his second? Was it only one term?
I think so. Oh, and he pulled the fire alarm that day. So that really, remember that day he pulled the fire alarm, and he had that whole controversy around pulling the fire alarm after maybe he was arguing with Marjorie Taylor Greene or something. So that really put him on people's radar. Mm-hmm. I literally read that in articles of the New York Times. Well, I'm not making that up.
Well, I mean, do we ever question him as to why he did that?
No, I never asked him. I forgot about it until I read about it yesterday.
Oh, really?
Because I didn't even think about it because it wasn't that big a deal to me. It was just ridiculous. But I didn't think about it. But
it is ridiculous, but it was ridiculous. It was also like, hey, would you really pull the fire alarm?
Right.
It was a thing.
Well, hit us with the button for not asking the question.
Yeah,
but nonetheless, the guy we were supporting up there took an L, so we could hit the button because we're not bigger than AIPAC money. That's really where I was going.
I still hit them with the button. It was only 25,000 votes. Y'all couldn't have done that with spending like $6 million. You had to spend 14.
They got big money. They got to do something with the money.
It's 14 million. It's crazy.
I thought it was more.
No,
I thought it was 20 something. Yeah.
I thought on his race
20 something.
I thought on his race it was 14.
No, it was the total race was 24. They said he had 4, they had 20, I thought.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Laura, what you got today?
This woman in Missouri, her name is Kelsey Lynn Schnetzler. She has been charged with felony stealing. Why? Well, she works at a convenience store and decided it was a good idea to steal approximately 36 books of lottery tickets with an estimated value of $24,000. She admitted the whole thing, guys. She said she would go into the office, put a cup over the camera, and start just stealing the tickets. And then this idiot, the winning ticket, she would cash in her own job. What?
Where was this at?
In Missouri.
And what type of store?
Bro, it was like a convenience store.
Hit her with the button, but she'll be all right. She'll get another job.
You played, bro. But why? If you're gonna steal, why would you cash it in the same store?
I mean, you know what?
She cashed a couple in other stores, but in the same store, I can't. Give her the biggest.
You played yourself.
People are not Not smart. No, this is every
No.
day.
See, I'm refraining from talking about people who work at convenience stores. I'm refraining.
Well, you don't have to make it a thing about all people at convenience stores.
I wasn't gonna. That's why I said I'm refraining from that. I'm not gonna do that. It's just about this woman who works at a store in where? Northern Missouri.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who
Anyway.
decided she was gonna put a cup over the security cam, like they wouldn't notice that part.
Reaching over, putting the cup over the camera.
You played yourself.
They're not gonna notice that. Rosenberg, what you got today?
We have not really spent time on Bill Belichick. Like, not really.
Wait, what's going on with Bill Belichick?
I mean,
That he can't get a job?
No. That he's with a 23-year-old woman
Oh,
now?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
He's 72 years old. He's with a 23-year-old former cheerleader.
Former cheerleader. Wait, a former cheerleader for the New England Patriots?
I don't think she was a cheerleader for the Patriots. No,
It looks nuts.
but I think
Either way.
either way, it's. I mean, listen. I suppose there are two ways of looking at this. You know, in one sense, like, hey, buddy, have a good time. You know, you're single, live your life. In another sense, I think she's younger than his youngest daughter, and it's just like
That's so weird to me. I can't, man.
So weird.
I
How old is he?
can't. I
He's
struggle.
72.
72.
72 and 72 in early 20s. Like, I'm trying to think of what the range would be. I think Bill could probably, no one would even bat an eye because it's already skewed towards older men in the first place. If you showed up with a
40, 35.
38, probably no one would say anything. They'd be like, "What?" They might be like, "Wow, Bill's wife, whew, she's attractive," but they're not going to be like, "Oh my god!" But 23 is
Producer Griff chimes in and says this woman that he's with is also has a 64-year-old ex-boyfriend. So this is her thing.
Okay.
It's
Well,
so
And
weird.
so this is their thing and this is her thing. So I guess they all deserve each other.
How about this headline, though? Hold on. From the Daily Mail, this headline. Her name is Jordan Hudson. Jordan Hudson's 64-year-old ex-boyfriend breaks his silence on her new relationship and insists former cheerleader 24 is, quote, wise beyond her years.
Oh, God.
I can't, man.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
But you know what? I get because how old Cher?
I mean, don't even.
How old Cher?
Cher's 80.
And she's with how old's the guy?
I don't. Are they still together? He's like 40.
No, he's not 40.
37. By the way, she's 78.
Yeah, he's 37
He's 37.
and she's 77.
Is that more respectable than what Bill Belichick is doing?
I mean, I guess because he's 37, but it's still weird to me.
No. Well, and also, in terms of weirdness, you can't change the societal stigma. 40-year-older woman is even weirder just based on what society we live here. Like, this is the world in which we live, whether we think it's wrong or not. You do not meet that version of it. It just doesn't really happen, so it's double weird. And it
Well-
makes you feel like he's blatantly just ripping the lady off. Like, here's the
And it
difference.
makes you think that the Jordan Hudson is taking advantage of Bill Belichick also. And but
That's
simultaneously you think, okay, Bill Belichick's a sicko because you got children that age.
I don't know if I'd go. I don't know if I'm going to go as far as sicko. To me, it's weird. How you bring the lady home? Like, bringing her home for a holiday has just got to be weird. Your kids are like, "Oh, hey,
Well,
sis."
to me, and to me, it all, this is weird. Why are you around?
Yeah.
Yes.
You got a weird girlfriend. Why is she around?
Yeah.